The creation of the Passion of the Christ was marked by events that many consider puzzling and inexplicable. Jim Caviezel, who portrayed the main character, suffered real injuries on set, from an unexpected whiplash to being hit by lightning. Are these just random occurrences, or might there be a deeper aspect behind such an unusual project? It's intriguing, but the explanation seems tied to the strong spiritual atmosphere that enveloped the production. From the very beginning, Mel Gibson realized this film would be unlike any other. If you enjoy material that promotes spiritual development, remember to hit like, subscribe to our channel, and join our community for more uplifting content. Let's get started. He intended to depict the final hours of Jesus with a kind of realism seldom seen before, filming in Aramaic, Latin, and Hebrew, and designing sets so convincing they would transport viewers back to first-century Jerusalem. This goal posed both artistic and technical hurdles, as later events demonstrated. One of the most striking incidents happened when Caviezel, carrying a genuine heavy cross, dislocated his shoulder after falling during a scene. The pain shown in that moment was not staged but completely real, adding a chilling level of authenticity. Moreover, while shooting one of the more intense sequences, the actor inadvertently received a genuine lash, leaving him with a lasting injury. Adding to this was the strange episode in which he was struck by lightning, an event many saw as a sign from above or an echo of the sacrifice he was portraying. Crew members also mentioned odd happenings. A few said they sensed inexplicable presences on set, and some noted how equipment failed for no evident reason at key times. Instead of discouraging the team, these occurrences seemed to strengthen their determination. They felt they were involved in something far beyond a regular film. Although the production initially encountered criticism, largely due to its explicit violence and claims of anti-Semitism, Mel Gibson remained firm in his wish for a script faithful to the Bible. His commitment ran so deep that he covered the $30 million budget himself, after facing rejection from major studios that lacked faith in the project. This spirit of sacrifice and faith was not limited to Gibson. It also extended to Caviezel, who was cautioned by the director about the potential harm to his career. Nevertheless, the actor insisted they should proceed, no matter how difficult. This dedication cemented his involvement in a movie that, from the start, appeared destined to go beyond normal cinema and become a distinctive spiritual and cinematic event. On a set where each day felt like both a physical struggle and a spiritual confrontation, the devotion of the actors and crew drove them. Between bitter cold and heavy rain, they tackled not only the difficulty of the sequences but also an environment charged with symbolism and puzzling events. For them, no matter how grueling or rigorous the process was, they were contributing to something more significant. We all encounter times when our faith and determination are put to the test, moments where we long for a deeper reason behind what we experience. That's exactly what the secret of Jesus' apparitions promises, leading us to clarity and peace through his heavenly guidance. You can still get your free copy in the pinned comment, so act quickly before it's gone. An unforgettable example happened on a particularly demanding day. During an outdoor shoot, the once quiet weather abruptly turned. A strong gust toppled production tents, and lightning struck just meters away from the team. Though alarming, many saw it as a spiritual reminder of the film's mission. Some crew members said they felt a strange link to the story they were depicting, as if they were reenacting more than a standard screenplay. Additional cast members also went through personal transformations. For instance, Claudia Guarini, who portrayed Pilate's wife, disclosed experiencing recurring dreams during filming in which she saw episodes from Jesus' life absent from the script. She explained how these dreams prompted her to reassess her faith and her role in the world. But the experience wasn't solely about the mystical. The physical strain of filming left actual marks on the performers. Hristo Shapov, who played Pontius Pilate, sprained his wrist while powerfully slamming a table in a particular shot. Despite the pain, he pushed onward, believing that any hardship was minor compared to the truth they aimed to share. This mindset of dedication and sincerity united everyone, from technicians to the lead actors. Meanwhile, Mel Gibson watched everything unfold with both appreciation and concern. Although these problems seemed to deepen the emotional bond the team felt for the film, he was mindful of the physical and emotional toll they were taking. Yet for most of them, this intense effort was a way of paying tribute to the figure they were depicting and the deeper meaning behind the story. Every challenge reinforced the sense that this was more than just a movie. It was a true testimony to faith, sacrifice, and hope. The set of The Passion of the Christ remained enveloped in a mix of everyday reality and the extraordinary, leaving everyone with a sense of awe and reflection. On one occasion, while preparing for a pivotal scene, the main lights inexplicably failed despite constant maintenance checks. Some technicians murmured about a possible higher power at work, particularly when collective prayer seemed to restore power without any logical explanation. Actors also went through profoundly affecting events. Maya Morgenstern, who portrayed Mary, shared how, during the scene holding Jesus' body, she felt such intense sorrow that she needed hours afterward to recover from what she called a shared grief. Even though she recognized it as acting, she claimed she momentarily felt connected to all mothers who had lost a child. As behind-the-scenes tension rose, Gibson, well known for being exacting, showed signs of worry about the never-ending setbacks. However, his frustration would quickly shift into gestures of kindness for his crew. In one instance, seeing that some extras were shivering in the bitter cold, he paused production until they received warm blankets and tea, demonstrating a dedication not only to the film, but to the crew's welfare. During a large crowd shot, something left everyone speechless. Certain extras stated they glimpsed a figure moving among them, clad in pale robes and clearly not part of the cast. Attempts to track down this individual after filming concluded failed. This event, like several others, reinforced the view that something beyond normal explanation was taking place on set. After the premiere, the movie's influence went well beyond theaters. All around the globe, discussions ignited, with religious leaders debating its stark depiction of violence and allegations of discrimination. Nevertheless, some faith leaders praised its unflinching portrayal of Christ's anguish, and some Christian groups worried about possible misunderstandings of specific biblical verses. Jim Caviezel, who put his physical well-being on the line, noticed the effect on his career. Even though critics lauded his portrayal, his mainstream Hollywood prospects took a hit. He, however, said publicly that he accepted those outcomes peacefully, given how fundamental he found the film's cause. In multiple regions, officials viewed the content as excessively graphic, though audiences still located ways to view the film. In Middle Eastern and Asian countries, unauthorized copies circulated, sparking theological discussions where such conversations seldom happened. You might not be aware that you can also download a related guide expanding on these themes. It's available while supplies last. Mel Gibson stuck to his vision, insisting that he had no intention of softening the subject but wished to show the crucifixion's reality. This stance split opinions yet reached viewers beyond typical faith-based audiences. Financially, the film was astounding too. Using his own $30 million, Gibson ultimately saw The Passion of the Christ gross over $600 million globally, smashing records for religious films. This success helped the director and crew endorse various charitable programs linked to faith, an often overlooked dimension that formed part of the movie's long-lasting impact. What occurred afterward continued to be as varied and revealing as the production process, etching a durable mark on film, culture, and spirituality. Bringing The Passion of the Christ to life involved meticulous devotion to historical and cultural realism. From day one, Gibson insisted on capturing the time period with total accuracy. Scholars and religious consultants were tapped to refine the script and stage designs, with the crew studying antique documents, mosaic art, and manuscripts in their pursuit of authenticity. Filming in Aramaic, Latin, and Hebrew presented an immense challenge. Actors worked for weeks memorizing lines while language experts corrected their every syllable. Though it complicated production, Gibson felt it forged a more intense link to the ancient background. Transforming parts of Matera, Italy, to mimic Old Jerusalem demanded the same zeal, with local builders erecting buildings to appear as though they had been in place for centuries, and wardrobe teams sewing outfits that echoed the era's real attire. The screenplay itself was reworked many times. Although Gibson entertained the idea of folding in a few non-canonical references, advisors proposed sticking to scripture to head off potential confusion. Balancing biblical accuracy and storytelling necessities led to heated internal debates. A few artistic choices veered from tradition, like the depiction of Satan with an androgynous look, deliberately conceived to embody a sinister ambiguity. Actress Rosalinda Celentano prepared to capture this eerie yet enticing aura. This level of intricacy raised the bar for faith-based cinema. Grasp this chance to explore these teachings. Get your complimentary ebook before it's gone, a token accessible via the pinned link. The movie's significance endured even after its release, inspiring renewed curiosity in biblical tales. Just a year after its launch, people began speculating about a restored edition featuring additional footage and insights from the cast on their transformative experiences. The film's success spurred a wave of religious-themed storytelling, with directors worldwide embracing a new brand of raw, emotive representation. Mel Gibson poured part of the earnings into charitable missions that harmonized with the film's guiding values. Upgrading The Passion of the Christ also involved digitizing the original reels for crystal-clear reissues, granting younger viewers the same potent experience. Gibson alluded to the possibility of a sequel titled The Resurrection of Christ, vowing to carry over the same immersive tone and historical carefulness. If this content resonates with you and you'd like to aid us in delivering more quality material, feel free to share a super thanks. Join our remarkable community and stay updated on everything new. Academics and critics remained intrigued, debating the film's bold union of art and religion. Scenes and quotes seeped into public culture, while John Debney's score grew acclaimed for capturing the emotional heart of each moment. The influence of The Passion of the Christ continues to stir spiritual introspection, showing how cinema can be pushed toward fresh and profound edges. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more wisdom of the Bible.